program that combines athletics and academics to inspire inner city boys to reach their maximum potential. And we use sports as a hook. We really do, because even though we provide football, basketball, and baseball, what we really do is get these boys into the program and mentor them. We educate them. We have tutors from metro school systems that work with them on a daily basis. We have leadership programs. We have yes, we have sports programs, but those programs are only 5th and 6th grade. But we keep the young man after that, and we provide all types of enrichment and mentorships for them. And then what we do is we turn them into leaders. And these programs, Backfield in Motion is a very special program, but we have programs like this all over the city. And if we can have a concerted effort to have the Backfield in Motions add that little piece that's missing, it would be such a great thing. And Backfield is on Woodland Street, right in East Nashville. We work out of 6 community centers. Our coaches and our staff have permission from the parents to go into the schools. We go into the schools every day. We track these young men. We follow their grades. We also have them to turn their report cards into us. And so not only do they win on the field, but we have opportunities for them to also compete in the classroom. And every card marking, the group that has the highest average gets rewarded for that. And then the group that has lower averages gets more work. And those are the kids that we work hardest with. And so the fact is that Backfield in Motion is a lifesaver. Backfield in Motion can change the lives not only of these young men, but their whole families, because we get the families involved. And there is hope for these young people. There's hope for the entire communities that are suffering, but we just have to get involved in it and be a part of it. So it's really a blessing to be at this organization, to be involved hands-on, and I'll probably say, if I ever leave it, that it probably will end up being the highlight of my professional life, because I know that every day I go to work at Backfield in Motion, that I'm making a difference in a child's life.
You know, Mayor, over the last 2 minutes that we have here, I had an opportunity on this program to talk to individuals involved with Partners for Survival and Mr. Jordan and others. And it seems to be that one of the chief things that they always point out here is that if we had some kind of jobs for some of these young men that are involved in all of this drug and shooting and et cetera, that we might be able to better direct them away from that. If perhaps the city or perhaps the federal government, remember the old CETA programs that they used to have a long time ago and et cetera. Speak to some of those issues.
Well, you know, the fact is that if there was more, but I don't want to contradict myself, because truthfully the unemployment rate is lowest in Nashville than it is in most places in the country. But when we talk about jobs, we got to talk about quality jobs, not just minimum wage jobs where you're still in the poverty level and you work 8 hours a day. But the only way that you can really attain those kind of jobs is that you have to be qualified, you have to be prepared. So not only do we need to provide the jobs, but we also need to provide the training so that these young men and young women will have the wherewithal to receive the better paying jobs. So it's going to take a concerted effort. Yes, the jobs need to be there, but also there needs to be a structure that can
lead to those jobs.
That can lead to them. And it's very important that government takes a leadership role, but government can't do it by itself. It's going to have to take the community, the faith-based community. I don't say church because that leaves out some of the faith-based groups. No, it needs to be all of the faith-based groups in the city to come together and nonprofits, and we can beat this thing.
Very good. And of course, we've got about 20 seconds before we end this show for today, Mayor. And let me thank you for coming by and just giving us that excellent information and informing us about your candidacy to make sure that people understand what you're doing and whatever. And so, and also let me encourage our audience to tune in again next week for another informative edition of Comments. Thank you and good morning.